Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. So today's video is going to be all about the luxury items that I never use. Before we get into this video, apologies for the video quality. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but everything looks washed out, especially me, and the visual is just not as crisp as usual. My face just looks strange and the general video coloring is just not right. I didn't even touch any camera settings, so I'll have to sort this out. But for now, so sorry the visual is not 100%, but I hope you still enjoy the video. And now back to the video. I have 9 items here and I think some of these items might shock you. So 6 of the items I never really got along with from the beginning. I tried to use them a couple of times after I bought them, but they just haven't worked out. And the last 3 items, I used to use them a lot, but for some reason I stopped reaching for them, and I'm gonna go into the reasons why. I personally find these types of videos really helpful if I'm considering a purchase, because let's be honest, these luxury items aren't cheap, and if something hasn't worked out for somebody else, that might be something for me to consider as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let's get started with the very first item. The first item is none other than the Van Cleef & Arpels Alhambra necklace in the vintage size with the mother of pearl in the yellow gold. I've had this necklace for over 3 years and it is such a favorite of many people. I absolutely love the look of it. It is so feminine, very timeless and classic. It is just something theoretically really easy to match with every single type of outfit. But for some reason, I just don't reach for this. In the 3.5 years that I've had it, I think I might have worn it twice. And I have talked about this before, but it might have something to do with the size of the pendant. So generally, I am someone who loves dainty little jewelry for everyday wear. So I love my CD Cartier necklace with the solitaire little 1/4 carat diamond. It just adds a little bit of sparkle without being too overpowering. Or if I am dressed up and if I'm going out, I prefer to wear something a bit bigger, a bit more statement. So I usually opt for costume jewelry. One day maybe I can have a statement fine jewelry, but statement fine jewelry costs a lot because they're bigger in size and they're all made of precious materials. Anyway, so this kind of a pendant size I think is just a bit of an in-between for my personal preference. The other thing is the mother of pearl. It is a precious stone, so it is advised that you shouldn't wear this in the rain or you shouldn't get it wet. For something that looks more like an everyday piece, I just like the item to be a little more carefree. So even though this is such a favorite item of so many people, I just haven't been wearing it whatsoever. I've had a hard time trying to decide whether I'm still going to keep it or let it go, because it is such a classic item and these classic items are becoming more and more difficult to come by and the prices keep going up. So it is still in my collection, but one that I just never wear. Next up, we have the Louis Vuitton PM Agenda in the monogram. I bought this with my bestie in the Sydney George Street Maison store about 2 years ago maybe. We just thought this size was so cute. It'll be such a great size to carry around with us, but it's just way too small. It is not functional at all. Not only the paper sizes are really small, you can see that I'm not using it because I don't even have inserts in it. The ring size is just so small that you can barely fit any paper in it. So you can probably fit like 20 pages in it and it is already full. I am a huge stationery head and I love writing things down pen to paper. There is just something very satisfying and therapeutic about writing things down. I even had this item hot stamped with my Korean name initials because I thought I would absolutely love it. Lesson learned: before you start using the item and seeing whether it's really going to work out for you or not, never monogram your items, because now this has lost its resale value. I am okay to keep it because I do have wonderful memories of going into the city and having so much fun with my bestie on this day. But to be very honest with you, it is just money sitting in my drawers. I even talked to my bestie about it and we both agreed, what were we thinking? We bought such a small agenda and we can't even write anything in it. So you guys might already know that I recently got myself a GM agenda. So this time I went really big to the complete other end of the spectrum. I did consider the medium size, but at the end of the day, I thought I might have the same frustration not having enough space to write in. So I'm gonna go all out and get myself the largest agenda from Louis Vuitton. I just absolutely love the look of the monogram agendas. So I'm really excited to start using this in year 2023. I've already got all of my inserts organized. And if you guys want me to do a little agenda setup for 2023, please do let me know. There's nothing special, but it is really simple, but I think it is something that is going to work really well for me. So that is going to replace the PM Agenda that I just never use. Next up, we have something from Bottega Veneta, and it is the Intrecciato Compact Bifold Wallet. I believe I bought this wallet either last year or the year before, after I sold all my Louis Vuitton and Chanel compact wallets, because I never really used them. And some of those compact wallets were just not compact enough for the mini bags that I've been loving. So after I sold all those not so compact wallets, I started looking for something that is really compact. And as you can see, this wallet is super thin. And even when you have all your cards and some cash in it, it is just such a slim design that it doesn't become too bulky at all. So I absolutely love this color. I just love the layout of it. So you can fit the 6 cards. There's a bill compartment. Also, because I've been using card holders a lot, I was also getting a little sick of having to fold my bills. So I absolutely thought I'm gonna get so much use out of this, because I'm now gonna be able to just put my bills in this. And there's also a little coin section as well. But ultimately, I just don't think I am really gonna go back to using a wallet, especially with things becoming really digital very quickly. I now mostly use my phone to tap and go and pay for most things that way. So even though having a compact wallet is a nice idea, I just found that the card holders are just what I prefer now. And I don't think I'm gonna go back to using a wallet. So this has not even been used once, because I never even switched into it. I really love the Bottega quality. The leather is so supple and beautiful, and this color is just so beautiful. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, because I know I'm just never gonna use it. Next up, we have the ever so adorable Hermès mini Evelyn bag in the beautiful color gold, which is this delicious tan color with the gold hardware. And it also comes with a crossbody strap. This has been on my wish list for a good year and a half before my sales associate at Hermès here locally in Sydney could find me one, because this bag is so popular. Even though it's not one of those quota bags such as your Birkin, Kelly and Constance, this particular bag is so popular because one, it is so darn cute, and two, the price point is amazing. This one I believe is still priced under 3,000 Australian dollars. With all the crazy designer bag prices these days, to get a full leather bag like this that has the immaculate Hermès craftsmanship, this price point is just amazing, and it is such a cute casual bag. But there are a couple of reasons that I haven't really been reaching for this bag, I think. One is that I do have other tan colored bags, such as my Loewe puzzle bag and now my Hermès Roulis bag, that I prefer using a little more, because the Loewe puzzle bag is a much better casual bag. It has more capacity, you can even fit a water bottle in it. So if I'm going for a really casual day bag, the Loewe puzzle bag is just so much better. And the Roulis bag gets a lot more use from me than this Evelyn, because even though the capacity is quite similar, the Roulis has the advantage of being able to be dressed up a little easier, whereas this Evelyn, it is an exclusively casual look in my opinion. You can't really dress this up. It is just a very casual day bag. So this bag, function-wise, doesn't really mesh with my lifestyle. I either want my mini bags to be versatile enough for me to go from day to evening, or if I'm going for a casual bag, I much prefer a slightly larger medium-sized bag that can fit a little more. I nevertheless absolutely love this bag. I thought about letting it go, but you know what guys, my hubby is totally obsessed with this bag. He reckons he's gonna wear this bag, and he's telling me do not sell it because I love that bag. I got him to try it on. He's like 6'2" tall, like it looks ridiculous on him, but he reckons he might use it when we're traveling. Who knows? Anyway, so he's basically banned me from letting this go. So I don't think this bag is going anywhere, but it is just something that I personally never use. And I do also have a similar item that I never ever use. This is the Mulberry Mini Alexa bag in the very similar beautiful tan color. This tan color is probably one of my all-time favorite colors in my bags because it just works really well with my color palette, my wardrobe, and the warm sunny weather in Sydney. And I still adore the look of this, but I just haven't been using it since I got it earlier this year. And I did talk about this briefly in my recent purchases update video a few months back. Basically, the reason why I never reached for this is because the opening and closing of the bag is really fiddly. So you've got this buckle, but you also have these little two magnetic bits. So you have to open the magnetic bits first and then grab this flap. But then by the time you open this and go to grab this bit, the magnets close again. And again, to close the bag, you've got to close the flap and then actually find the two magnets to line up. I just don't find that very convenient at all. And this being a very casual bag, I just don't want to deal with all of that fiddliness, but I just really love the look of this bag. How cute is it? It is made of such nice leather as well, and the braided top handle, everything is just so stinking cute, but it is just one that I've not used. And I did let you guys know that I might be letting this go, and a couple of you reached out to me on my email, but I've had a really busy year this year. I think I never really followed up properly, so I'm sorry. But yeah, this I think I'm going to let go. By the way, I might actually do a declutter my bag collection with me video maybe next week sometime, because I have accumulated quite a few bags in the last couple of years since my last bag collection video, and it is getting a little cluttered in my closet, so I might do that with you. So stay tuned for that if you are interested. We're up to item number 6, and I don't even have them with me because I left them at my parents' place because I never used them, and they are the Louis Vuitton monogram shawls. I do have 2 shawls in my collection. One is in the black denim with the contrasting LV monogram. The other one is the more tonal beige one. Initially when I bought them, I did use them a little bit, but because these shawls are massive and they have monogram everywhere with LVs everywhere, I get a little self-conscious wearing the shawls. I don't mind a little bit of branding and a bit of monogram in a smaller bag or something because the area isn't too confronting, but in a shawl that might cover a whole half of your body, that much monogram is a little too much for me. So I've been preferring the more understated Hermès scarves that don't have huge logos, and I just haven't used those LV shawls for the longest time. Alright, the next 3 items are the items that I used to love and use so much, but have since stopped using. So this might come as a bit of a surprise to you, but the first one is the Louis Vuitton monogram 6 key holder. I loved this and used this every single day for a good 2 to 3 years, and I raved on about this in so many videos in the first couple of years of starting my YouTube channel. But guess what, guys? I have not been using this for the last year or so. So the story is, I started noticing that this one is getting really worn and I wanted to get a replacement and get a new one for myself. So I stopped using it because it was just getting a little too worn down. So I went back to using my Louis Vuitton key clay and just keep my keys in there. And it does have a little clip for your keys to just clip onto. Since I switched over to this, I haven't really looked back and missed this at all. And mind you, the key pouch, this one here, is much older. I bought this about 6 years ago, whereas this one is only, I think, 4 years old. But the key pouch has held up so much better, and I only have like 3 keys, so I don't really need all those key slots, and this one is a lot more compact as well. And now that I've been using tiny little mini bags, even the bulkiness of this one has become a little much. So I just haven't looked back since I switched back to my key pouch, and this one functions a lot better as a mini card wallet as well, while staying so compact. So I don't think I'm gonna really miss the 6 key holder, and I am really glad that I didn't buy a new one. And next up is my Gucci Super Mini Dionysus bag. Again, the camera is completely blowing this out because it is reflecting a lot of light, but it is in this beautiful metallic gold color. I really love the finish. You have these beautiful crystals here, and it is basically a really dressy looking evening bag. And the reason I haven't been reaching for this is because, I mean, one, I don't have that many fancy evening occasions. Maybe coming up to Christmas season again, I will have a few more evening events. But in general, I don't have that many black tie events. But also, you guys know that this year I added the Jimmy Choo Bonbon bag in this beautiful gold and silver tweed. This was my wedding bag, and this is such a beautiful evening bag as well. Because these two are sort of serving the same purpose, but the Jimmy Choo Bonbon bag has a lot better capacity. It fits a lot more than the Super Mini Dionysus. And the other thing is, with the super mini dionysus, the phone really has to be squeezed in, even though my phone is the smaller iPhone 12 Pro, not even the max size. So I kind of got a little tired of having to squeeze things in so much and play so much Tetris. Whereas this one, even though it is the cutest little size, it fits a ton. So this is basically the reason why I have not been using this super mini dionysus whatsoever since I added this one. So I think this is a bit more of a, I got myself something a bit more functional scenario. And this one is going to be the most shocking of all. And it is my beloved Saint Laurent Mini Lou camera bag. I've had this style for about 3 years now. And this was my all things casual bag. It does surprisingly fit a lot, and the camera style is just so easygoing. The crossbody strap makes the bag so easy to use. But in the last year or so, I was thinking back and I realized I haven't used this bag at all in the last 12 months or so. And I think that is because I have quite a few black mini bags now, and all of those mini bags are really versatile day to evening bags. Like I briefly mentioned at the beginning of the video, when it comes to mini size bags, I do like my bags to be really versatile so that I can use it for an evening out as well. So I now have 4 black mini bags, and out of the 4 mini black bags, this one is probably the least versatile. Even though it is pretty versatile, it is probably the most casual looking bag out of my collection. So I've really been loving using my new Hermès Mini Kelly. That one is so beautiful for day to evening. The Chanel Mini Square Black with light gold hardware, again, that is always going to be a versatile bag. And I also absolutely love my Strathbury Nano tote bag. That one surprisingly gets a lot of use from me, especially when I don't want to carry something that is really obviously designer. That bag is not cheap by any means. That also retails for close to 1,000 Australian dollars, but I use that bag a lot. So my Saint Laurent Mini Lou camera bag has lost its spot in my collection a little bit, but I still really love this bag. So I'm gonna see if I get to use this a little more now that, you know, we're going out a little bit more. But I noticed that I just haven't been reaching for this. Did any of these items surprise you? And are you considering purchasing any of these? Do share your opinions in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.